So, back in early 2026, something new and really interesting popped up in the AI world. It's called OpenClaw, and it promised to be something, well, more than just a chatbot. Today, we're going to dig into exactly what makes this AI agent so different from the tools you're probably using every day. I mean, think about it. Right now, your AI probably just talks, right? You ask it something, it gives you back an answer. It's a conversation. But is that really all it could be? Is it actually helping you get things done or just talking about getting things done? And see, that's the big idea here. We're talking about a huge shift. A move away from an AI that just chats with you to one that actually gets its hands dirty and executes tasks for you.
Okay, so to really get what OpenClaw is all about, you have to completely reset your expectations. We're not just talking about a better chatbot here. This is a whole new category of AI.
And that category is the AI agent. This is the key idea, really. An AI agent doesn't just give you information. No, it's an active participant in your workflow. It can take real, tangible actions. And you can see the difference pretty clearly when you put them side by side. Your traditional AI, like a ChatGPT, lives in the cloud and just waits. It's reactive. You have to poke it to get it to do anything. But an AI agent, like OpenClaw, it flips that script completely. It's local first, meaning it runs on your machine. It's focused on getting things done, not just talking. And, this is huge, it can be proactive. It can take the initiative. I love this way of thinking about it. It really gets to the core of the whole thing. It's not just some disembodied brain in the cloud. No, it's more like a digital you, a double, with its own virtual hands to use your computer and a long-term memory to keep track of everything. It's like having a partner sitting right there with you.
Okay, so how does it actually do all this stuff? Well, OpenClaw has what you could call 4 core superpowers. And these are what make it such an incredibly powerful tool, especially if you're a developer or working in a technical field.
All right, superpower number 1, it's local first. And this is a big one. OpenClaw runs right there on your own computer. Your Mac Mini, your PC, whatever you've got. Now, this isn't just some techie detail. It's absolutely fundamental for security and privacy. Think about it. If you're working with sensitive source code or confidential client info, or maybe even brand new AI models that aren't public yet, this data doesn't leave the house approach is non-negotiable. It's the cornerstone of keeping your work secure. Superpower number 2 is moving from just dialogue to actual execution. OpenClaw can literally use your computer. I'm talking about operating your web browser, reading and writing files on your hard drive, even simulating clicks and typing. You know all those boring, tedious tasks where you're just copying and pasting between apps? It can handle that. Okay, now for what might be its most powerful feature, something called heartbeat mode. This is so cool. It lets OpenClaw periodically wake up on its own and check on things. Think of it like a super smart alarm clock or a cron job that actually understands context. So say you're training an AI model for a week straight, or you're monitoring some hardware out in the field. The heartbeat can just check in on its own, see how things are going, and only bother you if something actually needs your attention. And yeah, this proactive ability to just keep an eye on things is what many people call its number 1 advantage. For any kind of long-running task, this is a total game changer. And the last superpower is all about flexibility. OpenClaw is model agnostic. In plain English, that means you can swap out its brain whenever you want, depending on the job. You are never, ever locked into just one AI model. And this is just awesome, because it means you always have the right tool for the job. You need help with some really tricky code? Cool, pop in a Claude model. They're amazing at that. But what if you're wrestling with a problem that needs a ton of complex logic? No problem. Switch over to Gemini 1.5 Pro and its giant context window. You get to pick the best brain for every single task. So you take all these superpowers, local control, execution, proactivity, and flexibility, and what do you get? Well, you get more than just a tool. You get something that feels like a new kind of technical partner, one that fits right into how you already work. Yeah, this is where it really becomes your own personal operations assistant. It's the thing handling all that background noise that eats up your day. You know, tracking research papers, watching GitHub repos for updates, checking hardware logs for weird errors, or processing a huge batch of images. It does all that so you can focus on the big picture, on strategy and actually innovating. Okay, theory is great, but what does this look like in the real world? Let's get practical. We're going to walk through 3 solid examples of how you could put this thing to work like right now.
Okay, demo number 1. Let's call this the all-in-one order manager. Picture this. You're a developer, maybe you run your own shop, you're deep in the zone, writing code, but you've also got to deal with new client emails popping up all the time. So you just tell OpenClaw, hey, keep an eye on my Gmail and Telegram. A new inquiry comes in. What happens next? Well, OpenClaw automatically finds your proposal templates, which are just local PDF files, drafts a smart reply, checks your calendar for when you're free, and then pings the client back with 3 potential meeting times. Boom. You're basically responsive 24/7 without ever breaking your focus on coding. All right, demo number 2, the real-time debug sentinel. Now, if you've ever worked on a hardware project that has to run for days or weeks on end, like a solar platform or a robotic arm, you know that debugging can be an absolute nightmare. I mean, the old way is just painful, right? You have to manually dig through endless log files, usually hours after something's already gone wrong. But with OpenClaw, it's totally different. It's proactive. It's constantly scanning those logs as they're being written. The second it spots an error, it can analyze what's happening and send you a detailed alert. The time it takes you to find and fix a problem just shrinks dramatically. And for our last demo, let's talk about content. We'll call this the automated content director. I mean, think about all the repetitive work that goes into creating anything, really. It could be prepping materials for a course or just gathering assets for a new project. So imagine this. You give OpenClaw just one topic. It then goes out and searches the web for visual aids, downloads them, renames them exactly how you like, and files them in the right folder. It can even do crazy stuff, like read the comments in your Python code and use them to draft a PowerPoint presentation for you. All that grunt work, it's just gone, leaving you free to actually be creative. So after seeing what's possible when an AI can actually do things instead of just talking about them, it really leaves just one question. When you look at your own work, at all the little repetitive things that slow you down and break your flow, what's the first project you're going to automate?